rock and roll. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's go, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Will the Thrill, what's up, baby? There he is. What's up, Tom? How are you? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Enki, Travis. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Gunji. Unpredictable. Good morning, Gina Alvarez. Good morning to you. Blue Collar, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. We got a lot to go over today in the markets. How was the first week of November for all you beauties? How was the first week of November? Tom Robles, Hammer. Thank you, Hammer. Remember, folks, the sunglasses are on the board this morning. Make sure we hammer those sunglasses. Boop, 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 boo-doo-doo. Rangel, how are you? JDM, yes. Good morning, everyone. As you're coming in, TAP. TAP, TAP, TAP. Hello, my beauties. The first week of November is done. Are you red like all the other weeks, or did you have a green week in the market? How did we do? There it is. Yes, it is. Let's go, JDM. We got 10 sunglasses on the board. 10. Who's going to start hammering them? Who's going to start hammering them? You're red unpredictable? Well, we got to fix that. Are you in the VIP unpredictable? Good morning, Powder. Let's go, Powder. You're not. All right. Thank you, my Powder, for the first sunglasses off the board. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Hammer. Good job, Hammer. Good job, baby. You're learning. It means you're doing it. Oh, scalper. No. Scalper's afraid to stay in trades, huh? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Market is easy, just don't overthink. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Tap it out. 2.4 thousand. One sunglasses off the board. One. All right, everybody, we're going to get to work. Good morning. My name is Voss. Hope you guys are doing well. We are going to teach you how to trade the right way. If you're green, red every week or every month, what you're doing just isn't working, right? If you've been red for a lot of months, for a lot of years, why are you still doing what you're doing? That is the question of the day, right? They say doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is what? Insanity. All right, yesterday on Miss Market to the moon. Yes, we marked out our levels here. Boom, boom, boom. And that's where you stayed, right at those levels, everybody. I hope you traded inside the channels like I talked about yesterday. Remember this? Inside the channel, because that's what you got yesterday on Miss Market. All right. As we pull this back out and we go to our daily, we know, as always, that all roads lead back to the 20. All roads lead back to the 20. All roads lead back to the 20 over and over and over again. That is what Miss Market will do, because it is called what, everybody? Why do all roads lead back to the 20? If you've been with me a long time, you know why all these roads lead back to the 20. It is called the what? What is it called? Do we got to play hangman? 2 letters. What do we got here? Who knows what it is? The market cycle. Yes. Bam. And until you start trading with it, you're going to struggle. Shelley Stringer. Thank you, my Shelley. Thank you very much. Yes, the 20 is the heartbeat of the market. Good job, William. As you can see, we follow this heartbeat. All right, doesn't matter if you're trending up, if you're trending down, if you're up and down, it doesn't matter what it is, it will follow the 20. So now what do we got here? Remember when we were here? I still said that 8 had to get far from that 20, which it did. Then our price action was far from the 8, and we came back to the 20. It's not rocket science, everybody, all right? Now our 20's starting to come down. If this 20 hooks under, that 8 hooks under that 20, we're coming back to this pivot here. See it right there? Boom, 653. So let's see what Miss Market has in store next week. We don't know. We don't care. Why don't we care if the market goes up and down? There are so many traders out there. All they're doing is trying to figure this out. They're trying to figure that out. They're trying to predict this. They're trying to predict that. I sit there and I watch these people, and I'm going, they have no idea what they're doing. They're trying to predict. Once I see the predictors out, I know you don't know what you're doing. I mean, it just screams, help me, I don't know what I'm doing. We're not predicting anything. We don't care, folks, if the market goes up or if the market goes down. Does anyone in here care if we go up or down? Who cares in here as a day trader if the market goes up or down? Shelley Stringer, Davion, yes, user, thank you so much. We got to get those glasses off the board as fast as possible. Alert, alert, let's go. Money Main, that's the problem. You're trying to make money. If you are doing this and you are really trying to make money, you're going to lose money over and over, because now you let emotions come into this thing that we call trading. As soon as we let the emotions in, the money signal, yes, it is, Mr. Dave. Yes. Thank you. The moment you start focusing on money is the moment your trading career is going to take a big, big hit, and it's not going to be a good hit. Who here focuses on money? Put me in the chat. Who here focuses on money when they're trading? Oh, Miss Terry, not good. Not good. In the end, when you look at the big picture, you will be red, Miss Terry. Who else focuses on money? You're trying. You better try harder. You better try harder, or this thing that we call trading is going to be over for you. All right? So if we don't focus on money, okay, if money isn't what we focus on, what do we focus on? We don't focus on money. So, Voss, what the hell do we focus on? Who knows? Does anybody know? Tony, you're about to find out right now. Who knows? Yes, we focus on setups. You are a setup trader. Nothing more, nothing less. See, the reason that traders are sitting here trying to predict things in front of you, and they're like, yes, they're drawing their trend lines all over the place, acting like they know what they're doing, and then you see charts that look like this, they don't know what they're doing. They're trying to predict. So people that focus on money, they love the idea of trading. They love the idea of it. There's a difference here, but they're never going to be a trader. They just love the idea of trading. Okay? I can make money. Oh my God, I'm going to be rich, and I can draw trend lines, and I got RSI, and I got MACD, and I got blah, 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 blah. They don't know what they're doing. They love the idea of it. All right? It makes them excited to draw their trend lines. It makes them excited trying to predict the market, but they're never going to really be a trader. They may win here or there, but overall, they're red. Okay? So you got to focus on setups. You are trading the same setups every day, over and over and over. So there's a couple characteristics I like to say. If you wake up and your heart, when you hear this in the morning, you ready, everybody? And that heart rate immediately goes up, you have emotions, okay? So you're trading with emotions right out of the gate. So why does your heart rate go up? You can feel it. You get nervous. You get the tinglies in your body. Why do you get emotions when you hear that sound? Does anybody know? Or why do some of you have to turn it off because of that sound? Why? Why is the one reason why we get emotions? Put it in the chat. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Fear of losing money. There it is again. Emotions come from money on the brain because you know deep down inside, you don't know what you're doing, okay? You know that deep down inside. So you know you're about to lose. So you're so nervous that maybe I'll win today. Maybe today's the day. But really, in your subconscious, you know you're about to lose. So your heart rate goes up, you get nervous, and by the end of the trading day, you have lost. Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Okay? So emotions. If you wake up every day and you're so excited after the bell goes off, and you're so excited. Yes, we can trade today. What's the problem here? It shouldn't feel that way. You should be bored. Okay? Bored. The minute you become bored when you're trading is the minute you're starting to have success. Why? Because you're trading the same thing over and over. If you're excited and you have emotions and your heart rate's up and you're sweating and you're screaming and you're yelling and you're a rookie, okay? That's normal in the beginning, okay, because you're excited, but you don't know what you're doing. You know that, okay? So you want to be bored. How many of my VIPers now, when the market goes off, you're pretty bored, right? Remember I told you, once we reach the bored phase when it comes to trading, we're heading in the right direction. If you're still all giddy and excited like it's Christmas morning, you're not there yet. Lots of mutants. Yeah, let them go. That's good. That's good. They let the algo. Unpredictable. Yes. Thank you, unpredictable. Miss Terry, and those who talk about gains, they don't have any gains. He doesn't. For those of you that come in and say, I make millions, I'm green, I'll make millions. You're not. You're more broke than anyone else. Yeah. You can love it, Hammer. You just can't get the excitement. Like I'm opening up a brand new car. You have to be bored with the setups, okay? So we are going to start going to the teaching phase here, and we are going to rock and roll. So what do we know about Miss Market? This should stick out. We go through this every day, folks. This sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, you cannot not see this. All right. Here's the two questions I have. Number one, what state are we in at the open yesterday? What state? Does anybody know? What state are we in? Bearish. That's not a state. What state are we in? Red. That's not a state. What state are we in? Neutral. Wrong. Narrow as narrow gets. There's a VIPer. You are narrow, okay? You are narrow. The amateur says, I'm bullish. I'm bearish. No. Okay? you don't care what you're doing. You just care about the state of the stock. The state of the stock. Everybody, hashtag state in the chat. That's all you care about before that bell goes off. What position do we open up in? What position do we open up in? I'm going to draw on here for the guy who gets irritated by it. What position do we open up in? 2. Correct. Boom. Can you short? Can you short at the open? Ding, 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 ding. Of course you can. You can short to position 3, and then what's going to happen at position 3? Market cycle. You get the pullback. Whoa! Woo! Woo! Yes. Okay? You're not looking to go to the down here. We're not bleeding out. Okay? We're not bleeding out, my beauties. All right, my traders? Right here, position 3, pull back, then you look for another short. And what do we talk about every single morning? Are we ready? Let me make this a little thicker. Ready? That's our move down. That's our 50. Okay? That's our 25. What do I always tell you? Woo-hoo! If you stay above here, boom. Up here, boom. Up here, break a structure. Oh, how about that, everybody? Did RSI tell you that? Did MACD to the moon? Did that tell you that? No. So let's go. All right. Apple. Who got Apple yesterday? Who got Apple yesterday? That was a doozy. All right, here we go on Apple. These are the lines that we mapped out yesterday, okay? Look. Whoop, rejection. Whoop, rejection. Whoop, rejection. And you're sitting there drawing your trend lines like a crazy person. All right, we don't want charts that look like this, okay? We're going to go over that later. That's not what we're looking to do. I don't even want you to have these on here. I don't even want you to have these horizontal lines on your screen. But look where we reject. Boom. Boom. Okay? You got to know your higher time frame support and resistance levels. Now let's take them off because they make my head hurt. On Apple yesterday, we opened in what state and what position? Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's see. The state and the position. We are coming over right there. Here it is. What state, what position? Anyone get this baby to the downside? Look at that beauty, huh? Who got that? JDM, I think you got that, right? Who else got that? Narrow state, position 1, coming out of the whip zone. Yes, it is. Oceanic, yes. Yes, Yavi, yes. Good job, everybody. Zen Method. Thank you, Zen. I appreciate you. Andrew the Believer. Thank you. Timbo. Thank you, everybody. We got 4 sunglasses left on the board. Yes, Mike S., you're starting to get it now. Remember when you first came in here, you thought I was crazy? Now you're saying to yourself, this guy knows what the hell he's talking about. Thank you, Bai. I appreciate you. Bai and Anya, there he is. Anya spots Hammer. Thank you, Hammer. User, you learned that in the VIP. Timbo! To the moon! Thank you, Timbo. Appreciate each and every one of you. Folks, you got to know your state at the open. If you don't know what state your stock is in or whatever it is you're trading at the open, you're guessing. You're rolling the dice. Look. I got to get dice here. You're rolling the dice, my babies. That's all you're doing. So Apple produced a big move. Now, let's do it. Are we ready? Are we ready? This is so exciting. This is so exciting. I can't wait. All right. That's your move down. You ready? Boom. Are we ready? This is so exciting. Look, we can do this without RSI and MACD. Did we hold it? No. Up, retest, and away we go to the moon. Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet? And look, we do it with our chart looking like this, everybody. This is what our charts look like in our VIP. The number one VIP on the planet. We don't charge you $1,000 and then $100 a month. And then we're going to charge you another $100 a month for a different instrument like crypto. And then another $100 a month for Forex. And then another $100 a month for futures. It doesn't matter what your instrument is. I'm going to teach you price action for $50 a month. That's it. Or you could keep losing. The choice is yours. Or you could pretend that you're green every day, which you're not. We know you're not. All right? And why do we know that most of these people aren't green? Because 92% of the statistics say you're not green. All right? And if you trade options, that number is now 98% that you are not green. So you that are in here are going to tell me that you're green? Not happening. Ain't happening. All right? So that is the state of our stock at the open. I mean, we could go to anything. We can go, oh, look at this. Oh, baby. Yes, it is. Why did this make a beautiful move? Look at that. Whoop, to the downside. What do we know about that short to the downside? What sticks out like a sore thumb? Right now, when that bell went off, if you're looking at JDM, this is screaming at you. Alerts, alerts. What? Off the 200. But that's not all. What kind of 200 are we coming off of? What kind of 200? You don't get flatter than that, my babies. You don't get flatter than that. Where's Jared? Did he get the protractor out? Jared! You ain't getting flatter than that. To the downside, okay? So that was JPM, not JDM. All right, my beauties? What is the one thing you struggle with in the market? Put it in the chat. So at the open, you need to know these things. State, position, and market cycle. That's the big boy right there, the state. You have to know what that is. You have to know what that is. As soon as you pull up a chart, in under a second, you got to go wide, neutral, okay? Narrow, wide, neutral, narrow, wide, neutral, narrow, wide, neutral, narrow, wide, neutral, narrow, okay? Do we got it? Do we got it, everybody? What's up, yo, bro? What's up, rug pull? How are you? To the moon. Very good. Andrew with the rose. Dr. One Fly with the TikTok music. Andrew Timbo, thank you. We got the roses on the board now, my beautiful traders. The roses are on the board. For small accounts, yes. What is your actual name here? Eric, how are you, my brother? So what we're going to do is, good thing you brought that up. So, Eric, I'm going to talk to you since you asked, okay, my brother? So as a trader, everybody, everyone opens up an account. They always start with small accounts, okay, because they don't have the money to really trade. So they're hoping to turn that small account into a large account. And they want to do that really quickly because they're desperate. Not saying you are, Eric. I'm just using you as an example. So they open up their small account, and then by the end of the week, the small account's gone. The money's over. Then they scram up another small account. They blow that the next month. So that's gone now. So now they've blown up 2 accounts in 2 months. So why is this? Because they don't know what they're doing. They think they're going to come into the stock market, they're going to treat it like a CASINO, and they're going to lose. All right? You're better off going to like Atlantic City or Las Vegas. You'll have better luck there. So what you need to do as a brand new trader, okay, is this. You have to know this. Are we ready? Are we ready? You have to know what you're doing. You have to be educated on how to trade. All right? You have to be educated on how to trade, or you're going to keep blowing up accounts over and over and over again. Number 2, you must be profitable, Eric, in a simulator for 6 months straight before you ever think about putting real money on. 6 months straight. And you must have a minimum of 350 trades completed in those 6 months. Because, Eric, let me ask you a question. How many of you in here can honestly say you opened up an account with real money and you succeeded? How many of you opened up an account, brand new trader, you put money in, and now you're kicking booty? Who's done that? Put yes or no in the chat. Chronic Zona. Chronic. Come on. No. All right. The ones that say yes. Blew up 5 account. The ones that say yes, they still are stuck here. They're in this phase of their trading. We're going to go over the phases here shortly. Look at all the losers. So you're trying to tell me, out of all of these people that blew up their accounts, you're trying to tell me, Chronic, that you're the only one that didn't? Is that what you're telling me? All right, there we go. Now, there we go. I blew up a couple accounts. Okay. That's what, guys, I've been through this for 21 years. You can't bullshit me. I'm glad. Chronic, good to have you in here, brother. I'm glad you stepped up. You're not going to do it. You are not going to do it. It's impossible. Nobody ever is going to do it. Tropic. Oh, we got to do it, everybody. Tropic, this is for you. Tropic, you are the wizard of the day. He opened up an account and never blew it up. You, my friend, are today's wizard. The smartest guy in the room, everybody. Everybody, hashtag Tropic in the chat. Tropic, what I need you to do now is go say 5 Hail Marys because you just lied to everybody. Simon with the greeting. Big Boss with the heart. Joe Trevelyan. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. All right? So you got to be profitable in the sim for 6 months straight. Minimum 350. Now, why don't traders do that? As soon as someone hears that, they're like, oh, man. They get all pissed off. Why? Because they really don't want to be a trader. They really don't want to succeed at this. They want to be able to throw a little bit of money in and expect to be a millionaire in a week because they're desperate. That's what they want to do. They really don't want to learn how to trade. They don't really want to learn how to trade. They're hoping this is a get-rich-quick scheme. Come on. Am I right, everybody? Am I right? You've all done it. So they love the idea of trading. Remember that? But they really don't want to be a trader. Because soon as they know they got to put work in to learn how to trade, they quit. They don't want to put the work in. So what they're going to do is go to the next get-rich-quick scheme. And they're going to find out they got to work doing that too. And then they'll go to the next get-rich-quick scheme. You see what's happening here? All right? So that's what if you either love this and you want to learn how to do this, yeah, it takes time, okay? The stock market is not going to reward you until you pay your tuition. Does everybody understand that? Lucky Lefty says, what's the average time it takes to be profitable? Everybody is different. But I can tell you right now, Lucky, you're not going to do it in 6 months until you complete that sim. And you're trading the live market, the real market, everybody. So until you can complete this, start building your account up. Keep it safe somewhere. Hey, Joey, Big Boss, Simon, hammer those roses, everybody. Let's go. What's up, Striker? What's up, baby? The only way somebody could have bought in for the first time and so is Bitcoin. No. Here's why. And here's why. Because on those major rejections, they wouldn't have made it. Thank you for those roses. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Great call on AMD yesterday. Let's see what we got. I don't remember what it did. Oh, yeah. All right. AMD, narrow, 2 to the downside. It's the same thing over and over again. You are trading. Hello, Fiji Islands. Emily, how are you, my sweetheart? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What if I want to be a swing trader? All swing traders lose pretty much. They have a worse percentage than day traders. NVIDIA, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, folks, listen up. This is important. How many of you journal your trades every day? Who journals their trades every day? Put me yes or no. Yes or no in the chat. Shook me all night long. And yes, folks, the VIP is open. If you want to get in the VIP, congratulations to all the new VIP members yesterday. We had a lot yesterday and the day before, okay? You are going to head over to thevosstrading.com right here. That is where you get into our VIP, where I'm going to teach you how to trade. You're going to get rid of your trend lines, your RSI, your MACD, blah, 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 your volume. That's all going to be gone, okay? We are going to teach you how to trade the right way. Enough is enough. Aren't you sick of losing? That is where you're going to go, thevosstrading.com. I also train you every Tuesday night in the VIP training room. You're going to have over 70 plus hours of educational content. All right. And you're going to post your trades and I'm going to review them. Thank you, Simon. We got to go to the third goal. All right. Who journals here? Who journals? Let you say, I'm sorry for the way I am. Let me put this on the board. Hold on, everybody. The garland headpiece. We've never done this before. The garland headpiece. Yes, it is. Go get it, my beauties. All right, you got a journal. All right? You're going to in the end, you're not going to know what you're doing, all right? So here we go. Journaling. Number one, right now, I can guarantee you, 92% of you, your equity curve looks something like this. Okay? This is what your equity curve looks like. And then we're going to draw this here. How many of you have an equity curve that looks like this? How many of you have an equity curve that looks like that, everybody? Got color pens and notebooks. Very good. All right, here's the problem. The majority of you don't even know what an equity curve is. You're like, I don't even know what that is because you're not journaling. How are you going to get better if you don't journal all your trades? You want me to tell you why? Because you don't want to see how bad you really are at this. Did that hit home? You don't want to see how really bad you are at this. Okay? That's why you're not journaling. That's why. And do you know why your equity curve looks like this? Who knows why their equity curve looks like this? Hammer those garlands, baby. Let's go. Elizabeth says, ouch. Yep. Yep. You don't journal because you're looking for the get-rich-quick scheme. You don't want to see how bad you are. You don't want to hurt that precious ego that mommy and daddy told you were the greatest. You're not. Not in trading, you're not. So if you have an equity curve that looks like this, sorry, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because eventually it's going to do this. Boom, ready? Bam, it's going to drop. And this is where we blow up accounts, in this area over here. And then you start all over again up here, and there's no different result. You got to learn how to trade. So why does your equity curve look like this? I'm going to tell you. You ready? It starts with an R. Risk management. It's horrible. You have horrible risk management. So what do I mean by that? These are your winners. Those are your losers. Let me do this a little bit bigger so you really get it. These are your winners. These are your losing trades. Losing trades. Losing trades. Look, these are how big your losing trades are. We're going to put them all over the place. These are your winning trades inside your losing trades. Now do we get it? Look, woo, look at those little winners. Look at those little itty-bitty winnies. The little sausage, those little mini sausages. Okay? That is why you have an equity curve that looked like that. So why do your winners, or why are they so much smaller than your losers? Because you have terrible risk management. When you get in a trade, I love that we're coming down because I am an amazing shorter. The VIPers will tell you that. Look, when you get in for a short to the downside, Let me make this smaller. You're shorting. You have no idea where you're getting out. You have no risk. You don't even know what your risk to reward is on your trade. When you enter a trade, traders, how many of you know what you're risking to what your reward should be? Does anybody know? Does anyone know what their risk to reward should be? Right before you hit that buy or sell button, do you know your risk to reward? Do you know it? Yes or no? Don't think about it. Either you do or you don't. 1 to 3 is not a risk to reward. No, 1 to 1 and 1 to 2 is not a risk to reward. Do you know your risk to reward when you enter a trade? Yes or no? No, Hammer. No, 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 no. Folks, your risk to reward when you get into a trade, if I get into this short right here, okay? I know I'm risking $1 on this move right here. I know I'm risking $1 per share. Boom! When that red takes out that green, I know I'm risking $1 on this move. Do I want to risk $1 per share on this move? That's what I ask myself. Is it worth the $1 per share if I lose this trade on this setup? Remember, we're setup traders, nothing more, nothing less. I'm okay with the $1 per share. So if I'm okay with the $1 per share, coming off the 20, what am I going for? Am I going for a 1 to 1? Or am I going for a 2 to 1? What am I going for, my beauties? I'm going for a 2 to 1. I'm coming off the heartbeat of the market. So if I'm risking this, look, this is my risk. That is my reward. I get a 2 to 1 on this trade. I'm going for the 2 to 1. I have enough down to the pivot here for a 2 to 1 on this setup, on this trade. You have to know this before you enter the trade. You don't just enter a trade and do this. Most people do this. You ready? Let's back this up. This is great education you're getting right here. I'm just letting you know that. No one else is going to teach you this. Most traders are doing this. Ready? Okay, we got green, 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 green. Here, I'm getting in. We're going to the moon. And then they do this. Oh, please go up. Please go up. Please, please, please. Shirley, yes. What are you risking on that trade that you just entered? I have no idea. I have no idea, boss. What is your reward? You just entered. What reward are you going for here for this long? Well, I'm hoping it goes to the moon, boss. Is it going to go to the moon? It's not going to go to the moon, Shirley. We got a problem here. Couple problems here. First of all, you don't know what you're risking, so you don't know what your reward is. You don't know if you're going for your 1 to 1 or your 2 to 1, and you have no clue how much you are risking. There's also another problem here, Shirley. What's that, boss? You entered in the wrong position of the market, and you entered on the wrong market cycle. What's that mean, boss? So you don't know market cycle, you don't know position, you don't know what you're risking, and you don't know what your reward is. Correct. So why are you trading? Well, I'm just hoping I get rich quick. I'm just hoping it works out. If it doesn't work out, I'll just try again. How many of you here trade like that? Anybody? Oh, we're hitting home now, aren't we? We're really starting to hit home here, my traders. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We're on every day, Monday through Friday. Awesome. Right? That's what's going through your brain. You don't know what you're doing. You have no clue. The first problem here is what? All roads lead back to the 20. That's problem number 1. Number 2, you're in the wrong market cycle to go long. Remember the market cycle, everybody? Look, I'm going to draw it out for you. Here it is. You ready? Remember that? We enter here. We do not enter here. Remember that from last week? VIPers? We go long here. We do not go long here. Because you have no clue what the market cycle is. You got to know what you're doing. The only thing we control in the market is risk management. When you get into a trade, even when you trade the proper setup, you have no control of that trade going in your direction. So if you're shorting it, or puts, you have no clue if it's going to go down. If you are going long, you have no clue if it's going to go up. The only thing you control with these little bitty fingers is getting out. Risk management. But if you don't know your risk to reward, you don't know where to get out. So you just let the trade, look, you get in long right here, and you're like, oh my God, no. Now I'm out, and that's why your losers are so much bigger than your winners. So now this builds bad habits. That's why so many traders have bad habits, because they open up their brokerage account with their real money, not knowing what they're doing. They try to figure it out, and they develop all these big habits. So like Miss Terry, where is she? Where are you, Miss Terry? They become scalpers. Thank you, Timbo, Marina, Elio. Thank you so much, Timbo, for the head. What is that? The headpiece. Thank you, Timbo. I appreciate you. Hold on, everybody. We got to keep these. All right, the roses are back, babies. The roses are back. So you start developing these bad habits. And now, every time you enter a trade going forward, let me show you. This is what you do. You enter a trade. You're in. I'm out. I got 10 cents per share. I'm out. Hakeem, you can't have a 2-to-1 risk to reward all the time. You can't, because your setup's going to determine what your risk to reward is going to be. You can't just say, I'm going for a 2-to-1. I'm going for a 2-to-1. Let me roll the dice. I'm going for a 2-to-1. Now, traders, you start taking little itty-bitty winners. See? Little itty-bitty winners, because now you're afraid, because you're so used to having these losses. So now you say to yourself, I can't stay in a trade long enough. I'm just not capable of doing it. So now I'm going to become a scalper. Okay? I'm a scalper. Woo! I'm a scalper today, everybody. Yes, we're going for 20 cents per share, if that. All right? 20 cents per share in my Webull account. We're going to be a scalper today. Yes, let's go. Never going to work. You will never consistently be profitable every month doing that. Never going to work. How long should you be in a trade every day, everybody? My average is 15 minutes I'm in a trade for. 15 minutes. Sometimes I'm in a trade for 5 minutes. Sometimes I'm in a trade for 15 minutes. Sometimes the other day I was in a trade for 30 minutes. I don't like these. These are a little bit too long. All right. I like to be between 5 and 15 minutes inside my trades. Why? Because I'm letting my trade work. I am letting my trade work because I enter properly on the market cycle and the position, knowing my state. So when I get in a trade, I can almost say, I'm going to go low here. 70% of the time, I can put in my break even. Let me show you. Every time I enter a trade, it's higher than 70, but I'm going low here, okay? 70% of the time, if I go for a long, I get into my trade, okay? Now it's moving, okay? I now have earned the right to put my break even in. I've now earned the right to put my break even in. I put my break even in right here. There's my break even. Now I let the trade work based on my what? I'm letting this trade work based on my what, everybody? What am I doing? I'm sitting back. The break even's in. I'm literally, when I trade, I'm sitting here like this. Responding in the VIP to VIP traders, looking at other trades that are setting up over here. This is what I'm doing. I'm not sitting at the keyboard like this. Oh my God. Is it going to go up? Please go up. Is it going to go up? It's pulling back. It's pulling back. It's pulling back. Oh my God. I am sitting here like this. That's what I'm doing. I'll record myself if you want. Look, folks, when this starts to pull back, market cycle, it's going to pull back. I'm not freaking out. I'm not going to lose. If this hits my stop, I don't lose anything. I lose nothing. It's a break-even trade. Zip, zero, nada. Okay? But what if, because I'm trading the market cycle correctly, this goes up? This goes up. I achieve my 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. And then I'm done with that trade. What we are going to do in the VIP is we are going to make it so you can get that break even in properly. We are going to teach you high probability setups so they work and move in your direction so you can get your break even in and start having real trades, not scalping 20, 30-second trades on your Webull account. You are going to trade in a real account. We are going to get you to stay in trades. You are going to get your 1-to-1s and 2-to-1s, and you're going to have a lot of break evens. We got to clean up the risk. Right now, your risk is atrocious. You have a bucket that's leaking. We got to plug that bucket, okay? And in order to plug that bucket is we have to teach you how to lose properly. Once we teach you how to lose properly, we're going to teach you where to enter properly, okay? So we have to get these right here. Let's pull it up. We have to get these losers under control because right now these little winners aren't going to cut it. Even if you get one like that, it's not going to cut it. You're still losing. Does everyone understand what we are teaching you in here? This is vital knowledge. I've been trained from the best. I'm telling you right now, this is how you trade. We are going to teach you how to trade. We are going to clean up the mess. We are going to make your losers smaller. We're going to try and make your winners bigger. If you commit to trading, if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, don't be a trader. Okay? Do we understand this, everybody? Okay? For a short to the downside, when I get in for my short right here. Let me make this smaller. Here's our short to the downside. This is where we get in. It starts to move in our direction. Okay? I have earned the right. We're going to teach you what earned the right to put a break even is in the VIP. I have now earned the right to put that break even in. Now I let the trade work. If this trade starts to pull back, don't you hate when I hit the wrong thing here? We don't freak out anymore because you have the break even in. That is, you are a setup trader. Nothing more, nothing less. Your goal is to do one thing: risk management. That is it. So we're going to teach you where to lose properly, and we're going to teach you how to get your break even in on the majority of your trades. You will be able to get your break even in when you learn how to trade. Now you don't have to freak out and become a scalper anymore. Those days are over. VIPers, are you able to get your break even in trade, your break even in on the majority of your trades? Are you able to get the break even in now that you're with us? Go look at the chat. We got the last set of roses on the board, my beauties. Too many people are looking to make money. Yet I hate to tell you this about trading, that is the afterthought. Making money is the afterthought. If that's your first thought as a trader, you're going to lose. You're going to lose because you bring emotions into it. You're trading with money you can't afford to lose. What do you think is going to happen? Okay? What do you think is going to happen? Because most traders do this when they trade. Look, they're in a trade and they're looking this way. What do you think they're looking at? Their profit and loss. Oh my God, it's pulling back. I got to get out. I can't take the pull. Look at all that money going down. No, I don't even have my profit and loss up on the screen. It's not even on the screen. And yours shouldn't be on the screen. You are a setup trader. Nothing more, nothing less. I should get a t-shirt made with that. That's all you are. You are a setup. Profit and loss is irrelevant. We hunt setups. That's all we do. I sit here. Oh, one's forming. Then I put it on my main chart here, and I'm waiting. And let's say this is the short. Boom. I'm in. Look, beauties. Ready? I'm in the trade. Let's take this one right here. We enter. Boom. We are in. This starts moving down. Once I'm about here, what am I doing? Once I'm here, what am I doing? If I didn't reach my 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 based off the setup, what am I doing there? Does anybody know? I trade on Sterling Trader Pro. I put in my break even. So if this starts coming back up, I don't lose anything. And then I let it work, and then I get out. That is your goal, traders. Your goal is to do one thing: risk management. We have no control when I get in this trade if it's going to go down on my short. I have no control over that. You will never, all of you are trying to look for ways to control your winners so you can guarantee you're going to win in the market. You will never do it. You will never be able to make you feel that way. The only thing you can do is protect your risk management. Folks, I'm telling you. You all are looking for the next bot, the next algorithm, the next get-rich-quick scheme. AI. It ain't going to work. It's not going to work. It will never work. Do you understand this? You have to learn how to trade. Nothing is going to automate your trading. Nothing. I'm telling you right now, one of the greatest traders on the planet developed his own algorithm years ago, and he canned it. It's never going to work, and he was profitable. Well, here's the thing with options, all right? A lot of you are going to get upset now, but do you want me to be honest with you? If you want me to be honest with you about options, put yes in the chat. If you don't want me to be honest with you, put no in the chat. I had to take some water. You're not going to get upset with me if I say this, are you? Make sure we're tapping. We are at 67,000 taps only. That is putrid. Let's go. Everyone, tap blitz. Let's go. All right, I'll be honest with you. And this has nothing, what I'm about to say is not towards you personally. This is just the overall about the instrument of options, okay? This is not about you personally. Does everyone understand this? It applies to me and everyone else. Options is a poor man's racetrack. Do you know what that means? Don't take it personally, because it's not. Options is known as the poor man's racetrack. Do you know why that is in the trading space? Okay? It's people that really don't have the money to trade who think they're going to get rich in options because they don't have to spend as much as they do with equities, and they can get rich quick. That's all they're doing. Options was created to hedge your bet. That is it. It wasn't meant to day trade. Okay? Do you all understand this? It's a poor man's racetrack. So people, when they tell me in the VIP, I come from an options background, I know immediately they've blown up about 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts. I know that out of the gate. Now, listen to me. It's not that you can't do it, okay? It's not that you can't do it. You know what the problem is? You don't know how to trade price action. The instrument is irrelevant, whether you're trading options, equities, futures, Forex, crypto. The instrument, those are instruments. They are irrelevant in the end. You don't know how to trade price action. You have no idea where to get in and where to get out. You have no risk management. So it doesn't matter what you trade. All right? So most traders go on this trading journey. I'm going to show you this. This is important, all right? Listen to this. The majority of traders open up options first. I'm an options trader. Woo! They blow up the account. Then they go to penny stocks. They blow that account up. Now they're chasing volume and low float and all that nonsense. All right? So options and penny stocks. Then they go to futures. Because now they say to themselves, I'm going to get funded. Prop firm. Where are you at? Prop firm. Look, are we ready? Are we ready, everybody? They become a wizard. They figured it out. They're going to trade futures. They're going to get funded. They are now going to get funded, and they're not going to lose their money anymore. Let me tell you something. You're going to lose their money. You're now going to lose their money. And they're going to say goodbye. And they're going to call up the other legitimate prop firms and say, watch out for Bill Smith. He's coming your way. Watch out. Just lost ours. Whoa, Bill, watch out. Bill's coming around the corner. Watch out for Bill. It's the truth. And this is the trading journey of traders. And guess what they're all doing? What are they all chasing here? It doesn't matter the instrument. I'll make you a great futures trader. I'll make you a great, hold on, we'll never be great traders. I'll make you a good futures trader. I'll make you a good options trader. I'll make you a good penny stock trader. I'll make you a good mid-cap trader. I'll make you a large cap trader. I'll make you a good crypto trader. The instrument is irrelevant. Do we understand this, everybody? Okay? If you can't trade the chart, you can't trade. You can flip from instrument to instrument, from broker, from software to software, from putting a 20 MA on to putting a 21, a 200, a 50, a 100, an 8, a 9, RSI, MACD, Elliott wave oscillators, Bollinger Bands. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're still going to lose. So instead of wasting all that time doing all of that, think about this. I want each and every one of you to think about this one question. If you, doesn't have to be my educational platform, it could be anyone's. If you joined an educational platform 3 years ago to learn how to trade, think of where you would be today. Instead of messing around. Instead of joining a real education program, you're doing this on your charts. You're just adding to them. You're adding to them. MACD, volume. Oh, those didn't work. Trend lines. Oh, you need horizontal lines. Bollinger Bands. And now you have a chart that looks like this. How are you going to trade? This is going to give you more anxiety than anything in your life. And your chart looks like that because you're desperate. You think adding is going to make you better. It is not going to make you better. I promise you it's not. I've done it. Okay? This is what we're going to do in the VIP. This is what your chart's going to look like when you start with us. That's it. And you're going to become a real trader. Period. I'm convinced of that. If you are willing to put in the work, you leave the ego at the door and say, train me, you'll be all right. All right? How many VIPers in here wish they joined 3 years ago? JDM, you were the smart one. You joined 2 years ago. Same with you, Powder. We charge $50 a month. That's it. $49.99 a month. That is it. There's no upfront fee. It's $49.99 a month. Nothing more, nothing less. You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com. When you see all the value we give you, and other people are charging you thousands, which they have to do something about that because now it's getting out of control. When you're going to head over to the VossTrading.com. That's how you get into the VIP. You can just go to the website or click the link in my bio, YouTube or TikTok. All right. Folks, I didn't even want to do this, to be honest with you. But I was told you are able to help and teach others really well. Maybe you should teach other people how to trade. And I was like, I really want to do that. Said to my wife, I really want to do that, you know. But now it's the greatest thing I've ever done. I'm so happy I've done it. I've made some really, really good connections. Our VIP is big. We're like a big family in there. Everyone helps each other. You're not alone, folks. Trading can be a lonely journey. What do I mean by that? Back right after entering, and we put them right here. Well, where are we going to cut it or let it touch our stop loss? You're going to let it touch your stop loss. You put the break even in. You wait till it hits the break even, period. We're not trimming along the way. We're not cutting Christmas trees down. We're not trimming them down here, all right? You can do this. The problem is a lot of you are surrounded by a lot of people who tried this before, trading, and they quit, so they're going to try to bring you down with them. You need to be around other people who are doing this. So when you feel like quitting and you feel like you're worthless and all of that, we will help pick you up because we've been there. We've done it. We just had someone in the VIP do it. And the whole VIP family rose, myself and them, and we lifted them back up, and we're helping them. You're not going to be alone, okay? Now, here's what I am going to tell you. Trading is a lonely game. It's you versus you. You make the trades, you make the mistakes. If you can't learn this, that's on you. Majority of you still won't be able to trade properly because you won't be able to control your discipline, your patience, so on and so forth. Nothing is guaranteed. We're going to give you the blueprint on how to trade effectively that has worked for a lot of people. Whether that works for you or not, that's up to you. Okay? We got some roses here, my beauties. Hammer those roses. Let's go. Hammer those. I gave you a lot of content on here today, and we're going to be on tomorrow. But if you join the VIP this weekend, by Monday, you will have, and you put in the work and start hammering the educational content, you're going to have a whole different understanding on how to trade Monday. You're going to be like, oh, my God, I used to enter there. Oh, my God, I used to not get out there. Oh, my God. It's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for those roses. I love you guys so much. Guys, I just want to help you. For those of you that we've helped, we had 2 VIPers last week go full-time. Not saying you are, and I'm not saying you should. I believe in multiple streams of income, everybody. So just to let you know that. Always have multiple streams. Don't rely on one thing. But they're doing it, and they're having success. And I wish they would stop messaging me and saying to me, thank you, Voss. I can't believe I'm doing it. One time's enough, all right? Thank you for the new rose gold. Yes, it is. Let's go. What's one thing you all struggle with in the market? Put it in the chat. I'll go over it real quick for you. And then I got to eat breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. What are we at on the taps? What are we at on the taps? We're almost at 100,000. Guys, we should be hitting 200,000s like religiously. Boom, 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 boom. $50 a month, folks. $50 a month. $19 was for the newbies way back when. Way back when. See, you should have taken advantage of it then. But it's 50, and that's what it's going to stay at. Cloud storage goes up. My costs go up. And if you can't afford $50 a month, not to be mean, you shouldn't be trading. Risk management. All right, Walker. Yep, we'll fix that for you. So here's what most people, they're going to tell me that risk management is their problem and their discipline. Those are the 2 biggest ones as it comes as a trader because you can't control yourself. So you must keep the promises you make to yourself. So if you are a person who's chronically not keeping promises you make to yourself, like if you're going to start a workout program or a diet and you break it after 3 days, you know, that type of thing, and you can't be disciplined, you got to figure that out. Because in trading, we're going to teach you trading rules that you must keep. If you can't keep them, it's not going to work. All right? All right, roll call. Let's do it. We got 2 more followers to hit 50. Hit that follow button, everybody. Blue Collar Hammer, JDM, Marcus Powder, User, Shelly, Mr. Dave, Davion, Unpredictable, it's just like the market, Bill Boyle, Tim, Zen Method, Andrew the Believer, Anya, Bai, Dr. Onefly, Hammer, Timbo, Andrew the Believer, Bill Boyle, Aries, love that name. Sheepadoodle, I love it. Sheepadoodle. Simon Says, Zen Method. Joel Trevelyan. Hey, Joey, big boss. Elio Chozia, I like that name. Love it. I love all these names. Gupreet. Tim. Rocky Road. Tom Frubles. Pop Pop. Hey, Pop Pop. Good to see you. And who else? That's everybody. Thank you for all those donations, everybody. I love you guys. I love you guys. Drew Lamb, your parents must be proud of you for calling people names. Drew Lamb, everybody. His parents must be very proud. Pele Fuentes. Love you, Pop Up. I bet you Pele has a couple daddies. Oh, I don't mean that. We will be back on tomorrow, everybody. Belas Kakeo, thank you for the TikTok music. I appreciate you. I love you guys. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.